Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh, okay. I have a lot of things to do and I have been so behind on my garden and stuff like that. But that's mainly, okay, maybe not mainly because of the weather. But we're getting a break in the, I don't know if it's like a break in weather or if it's just gonna permanently, not permanently, but you know, stay like this all up until summer. We'll see. But the temps this week, today it's gonna be like 70, and then just from there on it's gonna be like in the high 70s, high 80s even too. So we got a lot of stuff to do. I still have to finish my garden and finish filling the rest of my beds with compost. I still need to go to Home Depot and grab compost. And let me tell you guys, the next garden that I create from scratch like this, I'm definitely going to be bulk buying compost. I know that I knew that before doing this, but you kind of learn your lesson a little bit better once you do it yourself and, you know, learn yourself, because it is pretty expensive to fill those beds, and it's just a little bit of a hassle. We have it cheap, and so I could probably fit like 20 bags max in the car, and we've definitely made more than enough trips, just between regular topsoil dirt, filling the beds with that, and then especially the compost. I'm probably gonna need another, oh gosh, I don't know. I think I have my second steel bed. I have to probably put maybe 4, 5, 6 maybe more bags, and then the 2 beds that I have that are the, what are those called, cinder blocks. I don't think those will need as much dirt because they're not as high. They're a little bit more in the ground, so hopefully I won't need that much dirt, but it is getting also pretty expensive. So that may be a thing that I do today, is go get more dirt. I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting the dirt in the beds today yet, but we'll see. And then I have some seeds outside that I've been hardening off for about a week, on and off, not super consistently, just because the weather gets to like 70 and then it'll go back down to like 55, like highs. And so the last 2 days it's been like high 65, and so I just kind of have kept them out there. I haven't really looked at them too in detailed. Hopefully I didn't ruin them. I think the lows while they were out there overnight was like 45, 48-ish. But they're all more colder crops, like my onions. Basil I think is fine. I mean, Home Depot has their stuff out now, and they've had it for like a month. They've had it outside, and I don't think they put anything inside. But yeah, so I have my onions, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, what else? Oh, my sunflowers. I need to plant those in the place that I was gonna plant them. I've had my mind changed on this. Like, this is probably the 3rd time. I did create a little cinder block bed on the side of the fence, but of course we had to take that up, and we had to move it because we redid the whole yard, you know. And then I wanted to plant them in the little cinder block bed that I have under my cover here, but sunflowers need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day, at least. And when the sun is at the highest point of the day, it won't be able to get the sun there. So I want to make sure that these sunflowers get the maximum amount of light. So I have to figure out where else to put those sunflowers. I'm not really sure. I don't really have a place. Actually, you know what? Could just be temporary for this year, just because I'm in a little bit of a crunch. The garden-ish on the side of my house, not the side, but like the back, where I planted my hostas last year, I do have to till that area still. It's kind of messed up, but I could totally do that by hand. And I kind of already did when I was digging up all of the hosta bulbs. I just have to kind of level it, probably add some more compost, and then maybe I could just temporarily put my sunflowers there this year. We'll see. I do have to plant them though, like soon. This week they gotta get in the ground because those poor things are just, I think they're just outgrowing their pots and they just need light and they just need to be in the ground. They're too tall to be in here. Yeah, so basically right now I am watering all my seedlings, and really all of my seedlings right now, all of them. I mean, I don't think I have one type that's thriving, except maybe my onions in the egg carton. Those are doing fairly, you know, okay. These are actually doing okay too. These are my cherry tomatoes, or yeah, I think these are my cherry tomatoes. These are doing pretty good. I know that I need to uppot them, but really I'm not even gonna do that just because I feel like that's a waste of time, a waste of dirt, a waste of containers, because we are now so close to planting them outside. And I know I do need to also separate these, but honestly, I mean, besides the couple leaves that are drying a little bit, they look pretty good. My tomatoes are very stunted, honestly. Like, they haven't grown much at all. This is probably my biggest one right here, and they've been in these containers since, like, I don't know, February, for like 2 months. And I heard that tomatoes are slow growers, but not doing too good. And I think because I have so many seeds to worry about, I'm not giving them my full attention and care. So I know that next year I'm definitely not going to be planting this much from seed. I'll probably just end up maybe buying more as like full plants. It might be a little more expensive that way. I know it will be for sure, but I mean, it is so stressful when you have so many to worry about. I'm just rambling too much, I'm sorry. But yeah, so like these are my cucumbers. I mean, they're crusty, they're wilting and yellow. I think this is definitely a sign of underwatering. Like I said, I really only water once a week. I throw them in the tub and let them all soak up some water, and I do fertilize with worm tea. So I could probably honestly do that again, because I don't think it's possible to burn your plants with worm tea. It's just so non-concentrated that it's just, and it's so, yeah, it's just not concentrated. It's not like a strong fertilizer. I did want to show you guys something, but I forgot. Oh, okay, so yeah, so pretty much all of my cucumbers look like that. Just very wilted, dead, and like crunchy. I just think I'm underwatering. So I'm gonna really try to water them twice a week. Hopefully, maybe more if they need it, probably. I mean, they kind of look like they do. But my cucumbers are starting to flower now. A lot of them are, actually, and I want to be 100% that the weather is gonna stay, you know, at the lows above 55 before I'm planting outside, because I don't want to kill them more than they already are. But yeah, I think that's so cool. They are definitely flowering. Oh my gosh, these gnats! I can't wait to put all these outside. Just like those gnats. Oh my gosh, they're driving me nuts. Wasn't as bad as it was, but yeah, so that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna go water these all in my bathtub, and then I'm probably gonna go. I need to stop at a few places, so I might go thrifting too, because I do need some summer clothes and just like more things to wear. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, gosh, look at that. That is a beefsteak tomato. It's not doing very well, and I'm kind of, a part of me is hoping that if I just throw them outside, then they can just kind of fend for themselves, and they can just, you know, let nature just take a hold and do its job. But we'll see. I haven't really been the best at watering all my strawberries out there, and I haven't shown you guys my green stalk yet. So I'll show you that today. I do also need to water, because it hasn't rained in probably 2 days. So I need to water my green stalk, water all my hostas, and my fuchsia, my basil. I bought a little basil, a container of basil. I think I might have showed you guys in the last video, maybe, probably not. I'll probably just show you guys that. But that is almost, I think, ready to harvest. I don't really know, excuse me, when basil is ready to harvest, but I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna water all these seedlings, and then we're gonna get going and go to Home Depot and thrifting and all that fun stuff. Yesterday, I didn't end up continue vlogging. I did end up going to Lowe's and getting some more compost. Did I? I don't think, yeah, no, I don't think I vlogged after I got home. But yeah, I ended up getting 10 more bags of compost. That was still not enough, and that was $70. I probably have to get like 15-ish more bags to complete all my beds. So I have about my small one, my small bed finished, the galvanized. And then I have the 2 other bigger galvanized finished. And then my cinder block bed, that one is almost done. That probably needs like maybe a bag or 2. And then my other cinder block bed, which I need to probably put around 10 bags. The other thing I ended up doing yesterday was I planted, well, I weeded. I'll insert the video here of what my little side garden looked like before I weeded everything, and all of the sunflowers. I planted all of the sunflowers, so I'll show you guys that. So here is like the after, and I ended up planting all of my sunflowers, and I separated some. The big dog got in here, so I had to kind of fence it off. So some of them are broken, unfortunately. It's not super pretty or anything, but I really was in a pickle trying to figure out where to put these sunflowers, so this was just like a last minute decision. But there was a lot of weeds in there, and it was just a mess, but it looks a little better now. Another thing, I went out yesterday because I had these in my garage to check out my potatoes. Oh boy. Okay, so do as I say, not as I do, and I say to not do as I do. Yeah. Okay, so I coated all of the potato, the shitted potatoes in honey, right? But they still grew mold. So I don't understand. I don't really know. I'm in a local gardening group on Facebook, so I kind of, I almost fell out of there. I asked them in the group just to see what they would say, if they're still good to plant. But that is a little disappointing because these sweet potatoes look so good. And they still look good besides the fact that there's like, you know, mold growth on the potato. Now it's like super fuzzy. So I don't know for sure. If I was planting these like alone, I would definitely still plant them. But since I am planting them with my broccoli, I don't want any kind of contamination there. Get out of there. Oh, these dogs are driving me nuts this way. These children. Okay. I'm gonna come outside. It's kind of weird. It's because there's like people across the street working on the roof and they can just see me. But I should just go outside anyway, so there's so awkward. Okay, so I have my little chart here. And I kind of want to get Brussels sprouts, broccoli, carrots, and onions in the ground today. They're all outside right now. Let me go out here and show you guys. They're all out here and they've been hardening off for about a couple days now. Hopefully, I mean, they've been sitting out here for overnight for a couple days, but basil, but we're not planting that today. Onions, these are Brussels sprouts. Don't mind the paint can. These are flowers. I also kind of want to get these in the ground. And then we have more onions and broccoli. So I kind of want to get all of these in, well, not in the ground, but you know. Okay, so I have on here that I'm planting Brussels sprouts with parsley, but I think I'm going to switch this out since I did plant parsley in my green stalk, which I'm going to go show you guys in a second. And broccoli with potatoes. I'll probably just plant the broccoli today. And then carrots with onions. And I honestly, actually, I could probably start squash today because I'm doing those from seed. Oh, another thing I'm gonna try, well, actually, I am gonna get in the ground. I'm gonna do these today, are these coleus flowers. They are not looking too good, but hopefully, same thing with these. As soon as I get them in the ground, they'll do a little better. We'll see. Okay, I don't really have another area to put you guys, so you're just gonna be sitting in my little tray. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to plant these coleus with my sunflowers. Hopefully they'll do okay. I'm not really sure if they're, what's it called? Compatible. I guess, you know what, we're just gonna find out the hard way. So I'm gonna try to get this little square. And plant it and just see how it does. So tiny. Try not to squish them. Okay, well, definitely hard to see too, so I can't be walking in here after I plant these. We'll see how these do in here. Okay, so I got some of them planted in here. I think I planted one back, oh, right over there. You can't really even see it. But I did circle some of them with these little marble stone things I found in this garden last year. There. And then I think there's two over there. Okay, so I got all the Brussels sprouts in on this side, and then I put my onions and basil. I think these are all companions. I'm not super sure. I think basil and Brussels sprouts are a little iffy, but I know these are companions, and onions and Brussels sprouts are companions, so we should be fine there. I think I'm gonna stop for today, but I do want to show you this beautiful basil plant that I bought. It smells so good. So I need to plant this too pretty soon. So good. Oh, fuchsia. And then all of the strawberries that I planted, I bought a couple. These two I bought. I think these are the pineapple tasting ones, the white strawberries. So those are doing pretty well. Down here as well. Got some new growth in there. And then some parsley. So yeah, that is all I'm planting for today. Because as you could tell, the garden is in the sun and it's really hot. My hair is bugging me, and my makeup in the sun, and it's just really hot. Oh, and another thing, oh, I gotta unplug my rice cooker. Another thing is I got a couple of replies on my Facebook post about the potatoes, and the people on there said it was okay, they're okay to plant. So I'm honestly sure they're fine. I don't doubt them really, and mold isn't completely bad. So I guess we'll just see. We'll just see. I'm really hot now. Really hot. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And probably next week I'm gonna plan all the other, or actually Sunday, I might be able to have time to do it Sunday. It's Friday today. Or sorry, Thursday. I am really busy the next couple days. So Sunday, hopefully I'll be able to plant the rest of my onions, broccoli, my other flowers, potatoes, carrots, and all that stuff. I'm just so hot right now. I need to start doing this stuff in the morning when it's not hot and miserable. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!